Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you have to check out the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. I'm talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. If you're looking for pay-per-view predictions, if you're looking for pay-per-view reviews, if you're looking for interviews, check out the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Crash and Burn!
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We're going to do something a little different here. And we're going to be reviewing all the releases that happened in May this year. This is involved with WWE and NXT. We're doing something a little different. Instead of Jason hosting the episode, he decided to let me host the episode because I have the whole list of superstars that I've over the past couple months. But we're going to review and predict what we think they're going to go for best for their future. So, welcome my co-host. This is why he's going to let me do this hosting for the episode. Jason Bell.
Welcome to the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, where we're going to be going over the releases that happened so far in 2021. And yeah, that's it.
As I look through the list here,
I have the list up too.
Up.
We also might be having some people joining later in the episode, but yeah, for now it's just going to be us.
Okay. All right, the first release I'm going to go over here is probably the release that was the most fucked up, and probably the release that shocked the whole world, and definitely one that. But his original contract was set to expire of the summer of 2023.
I think I know who you're going for.
It's Braun
Braun-
Strowman.
Knew it.
So, Jason, what do you think Braun Strowman's future is going to be like? Like, now since he's been released, where do you think he's going to head off next?
First off, it's kind of stupid that Braun Strowman got released from his contract, because he's one of the best giants right now in WWE. But it is what it is, really. But for Braun Strowman, I'm not sure. He might go to AEW or somewhere. I know AEW is not the only choice, but that's pretty much the best I can come up with.
Where I think Braun Strowman's going to do is, since he's a WWE guy, I don't see him going to AEW. Where I see him going, what I could see him doing is maybe, I don't think he's probably either going to retire. I don't think he's going to do anything for a while. Or who knows?
He's probably going to take a hiatus from
wrestling.
Yeah, from wrestling.
Or maybe he can just, maybe he could start a bodybuilding, become a bodybuilder, or maybe he could start his own wrestling school. Who knows?
His own wrestling school. Okay.
I don't see him doing anything for the next few years, unless WWE offers to bring him back, which won't happen. All right, the next release I'm going to go over is probably another one. We know his wife got released back in November. This guy just was telling his story and was just about to get a mid-card run, and that is
Aleister Black. First of all, I think it's stupid that he got released from WWE. I think it's stupid because he had a storyline going, and then he got released from there. So sudden. But his future, he might have a break or something and start Twitch streaming, or unless he gets offered to come back.
Since he just started he changed himself to become Tommy End. He changed his username and
Tommy End
and stuff. I think he's gonna go to AEW just because I just definitely see it happening. AEW is probably gonna want a contract for him because of his in-ring work and performance and all. And I just think, I'm not big on Aleister Black, but I really don't care what happens, but I just think
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next release I'm going to go over is definitely in the shock. Definitely kind of bad to know because they didn't know what else for him ever since turning on former tag team partner Seth Rollins. That is the best kept secret of Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy. That was quite a release right there. I'm not sure. Maybe he might go to some other promotion, or who knows what will happen with him.
With him, I see him, the way his in-ring style is, I see him going to either MLW or AEW. Not AEW,
MLW.
New Japan, to be exact. I don't think AEW may sign him, but who knows.
Yeah. So what's next?
All right, the next one is definitely oh, look who it is.
Lucas is here.
Hey,
Rainmaker.
that's just back from vacation. I'm home, bitch.
First of all, Lucas, how was your vacation?
Yours fucking great. So, yeah.
Why don't you share some stuff about your vacation?
All right.
Let's have a break from releases.
Let's just say I went on vacation to the beach in Cherry Grove, and we just did a bunch of things. Like, went to a boardwalk. I got a fucking tattoo, a bunch of things now. So, it's not permanent though. I think it's not a permanent tattoo though. It's like a henna tattoo that we get. It's not permanent. You guys know that. You know that. And we just went to the beach. We chilled. We not party, but we vibe to music. But it's just usual things and all that. And we watched a bunch of movies and everything, like The Conjuring 1 and 2. Pretty good movies. I'll recommend those 2 movies. It's really fucking good. And we watched Unfriended. Pretty wild, I'll say. And then we watched God, what was the other one? Shit, I can't remember the other one, but yeah, it was good.
All right, at least you had a good vacation. Now let's get back to some releases.
All right. I'm going to catch Lucas up on this, predict where their future is going to be. All right, Lucas, first one I want to go over is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, what do you think he's going to be in the future?
Braun Strowman. A man who basically fell off the face of the earth. I think personally he's done with wrestling. Like, I don't see this man going anywhere else because he wants to be paid, like, so much money to do this and everything like that. And I just think personally for me, it's just not the right thing to do to bring somebody back that wants a bunch of money and that doesn't want to do it for the passion in wrestling. Braun Strowman just want to do this for money. It's just period. Let's all be honest. But I see him retired from wrestling. I don't see him wrestling anymore.
He might become like a
retired from
bodybuilder.
professional wrestling, yeah.
He could be like a bodybuilder or maybe start his own wrestling school. Like, who knows?
I think a bodybuilder definitely for him because he used to do that. So I think he'll definitely be good at that because he has a body of a bodybuilder, like power and everything like that. Like he could definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one, Aleister Black.
What's your thoughts?
Aleister Black, my boy Tommy End, as we call him now. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy because a lot of people want Aleister Black. Many companies want Aleister Black. This is very tough. I don't see him go to AEW or anything like that. I don't see that happening for me. I don't think he's gonna go there. But I think for me personally, I think he probably will go to go New Japan for Aleister Black. I think that'll fit him pretty well because he's more of like a striker, and I think that more strikers are coming to New Japan. I think he'll be a great fit for that, and he'll definitely be great on his own. Like he doesn't need a tag team with Aleister Black now. So I think it's a New Japan because it's a great fit for him. What did y'all say?
I think he might do like Twitch streaming or something like that because I'm not sure about that.
No. All right, Lucas. Here's the last one before we get back to normal. Get back to where we left off. Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy. This man, I really think that he's going to end up in AEW. I think this man will fit pretty well with AEW. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know why. I do think he'll be great in AEW. In my opinion, I don't know. I just see the man. I smell AEW by Murphy's blood. I just don't know why.
You smell Tony Khan signing him.
Pretty much. Wait, imagine what the matches like Andrade and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Pentagon and everything, like all the high flyers and everything like that. Like he could definitely work a match. Look at the stuff he did with Ali. So yeah.
Yeah, Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes were looking at this list. They'd be digging it so much right now. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna sign all these talents.
But not like what's her name? Margaret Simpson. You sound like Margaret Simpson right there.
Yeah. All right. Now back to where we left off. She definitely won that shock because the original contract was set to expire of November 2024. Lana.
Lana.
All right. What I think's gonna happen is I think she's probably gonna go back. It's gonna happen. She's gonna go back to AEW and reunite with Rusev, Miro, whatever you want to call them. But that's all I really see in her future. Or who knows, she could be a model or something. But I see her still in the wrestling business. But if she is, it's gonna be her reuniting with her husband, Miro. But let's start with Jason on this one.
If she's going to stick with going to AEW with Miro, that'll be cool. I'm down to see a reunion. But yeah, that's all I can think of. Or becoming a modeler.
Lucas.
Pretty much the same as you.
I think AEW for sure because the hint that they might sign her because Miro did mention her in his promos that my black is beautiful.
If she's gonna stick with wrestling,
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be some kind of surprise or whatever. I think like they're going to get into some feud with maybe Cassie, maybe again, and then with best friends, not wanting her in the way or anything like that. Oh, and then Lana comes out to say Miro, because Miro's been on a tear as AEW champion. He's been on a tear, and I did think this man. I think Miro has a bunch of potential. I think Lana is a great manager, but not a great wrestler. But I think a manager will. But she was a great manager. Was a Rusev. So that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. All right. The next one I'm going to go over, I was actually a big fan of her. She had great charisma, a great talent, great promos. Definitely one of my favorite women wrestlers at the time. I hate to see her go, and that is Ruby Riott. For Ruby, I'm going to still support her for what she does. She's now known as Ruby Soho. For her, I think she's either going to go to Impact or NWA, to be exact, which I think Ruby would actually kill it in NWA, in my honest opinion. But we're going to start with Lucas.
I think I'll agree with you on that one. I agree with you. You definitely fit in not really in the big league, like anything like that. I'll not fit. So definitely, I think NWA is definitely gonna be a great part of her. So definitely, yeah. She's not done wrestling. There's no way she's done wrestling.
She's not done with wrestling.
Yeah, she's not done with that.
So I think NWA, and I think that she's gonna kill it. I think she'd be a future women's champion in NWA. So I think NWA might be.
Yeah. Minecraft Boy.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you on that one. She'll fit in that too. So yeah, she'll go to like NWA or something like that.
All right, the next one I'm going to go over, we're going to go to NXT now. The first one's going to start out. She was actually, I think she had great in-ring ability. I thought she was a pretty good talent. I feel like she could have been a great person to be called up to the main roster, in my opinion, and that is Santana Garrett. I think maybe she'll go back to Impact because I don't know where else she would go, but I definitely see her going back to Impact. So let's start with Jason.
Yeah. So Santana Garrett. She might stick with her gig in wrestling right now, but she'll go to the company where she probably first started, which is Impact, I believe.
Yeah, it was Impact. I think.
Yeah, so that's where I'll see Santana going.
All right, Lucas.
For me, I think NWA or definitely Impact for me. I think this is what I say. If you start off good somewhere that you first started, and if another company is going to treat you like absolute shit, then go back to the company that you felt first loved at. So I definitely think that
that's your comfort zone, basically.
Yeah, basically. So I definitely will say for her personally, I think it'll be what is it? Impact. What? Okay. I'll be here long. I'm good. My mom's talking to me.
All good.
All right,
So
next
what's
one.
next?
Wyatt.
Oh, are you done?
Yes.
All right, the next one I'm gonna go over. This was the ones that happened like recently. And the first one I'm gonna go over, I was actually a fan of his for like a long time, ever since like his late NXT days and like the main roster is when like he got called up and like feuded with Dolph Ziggler and being managed by Summer Rae, which failed. I'm gonna go over Prince Pretty, Tyler Breeze, which he should have had a longer solo run in my opinion on the main roster. But I've always been a big fan of his. You know, he had a character. Likability not so much, but you know what? I'm gonna start with me. I think he might go to like Impact. AEW could be a possibility for him. But maybe I like Impact or maybe ROH. Who knows? Maybe ROH could.
I see more like any company.
Either
It's up
Impact, AEW,
Impact, AW, yeah,
or
and
ROH,
so on.
which I don't know if ROH will happen, but I'd like to see that. Let's start with Lucas.
For me personally, I think that Prince Pretty. I'm gonna say this. I was a big fan of Tyler Breeze. I think ever since started Breezango, I think that really started a good career, and they really should have done way more with Breezango because they're so funny, charismatic, and everything like that. They should have done way more with them. I was just shocked at what they done to them. So, and Tyler Breeze, like he was one of my favorites at NXT. Like I want to see this man push, but you know, it just didn't happen, I guess. So for me personally, I think that possibly for Breeze, give me Impact. I think Impact would be a perfect choice for him. So yeah, he'll kill it over there.
He would. I think he would do decent. All right, Jason.
I already won.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
For Tyler Breeze?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
All right. The next one I'm gonna go over is you know, it was kind of dumb, like how they like called him up to the main roster. Like if they pronounced his name right, he could actually wrestle in the ring, which did not happen until WrestleMania 29 against his match with Chris Jericho. The guy with some incredible talent. You know, his fans got a reaction from him. You know, he teamed him up with Tyler Breeze, and of course, you know, got traded to NXT. But I'm gonna miss him in the main roster. I kind of miss him in the main roster. I've always been a big fan of his. Fandango. Fandango, I don't see him going to AEW to be exact. Maybe he might compete in like the Indies or maybe like NWA or again probably Impact or I don't know. I don't see MLW or like New Japan. I don't see that at all. But maybe one of those would work for him. But I think NWA would be good for him or maybe like Impact or the Indies. Let's start with Jason.
So for who? Yeah.
Fandango,
he was a pretty good talent. It sucks that he got released, but it is what it is. But he could probably join Tyler Breeze, like reunite the whatever the tag team is. I forgot.
Breezango.
Breezango. Oh, so yeah, that's what I see in another company.
For me personally, man, this is gonna be very tough because man, I love Fandango. Man. Like this like solo theme song was awesome. Everyone like jammed out to it, and you know you had, like he was a great talent. But man, man, this is very tough. I think that he's gonna end up in no one give Ring of Honor. I don't know. I just think he's a good fit for there, and if not, then get with Tyler Breeze because I bet those two are best buddies, and I think they're not gonna go away from each other. So yeah,
I would actually like them both to get called up to Ring of Honor. Fandango, yeah, count me in. All right, the next one I'm gonna go with the tag team, Everrise. For me, I think they'll probably compete in like probably Ring of Honor or maybe AEW, which I don't know. Maybe the Indies or something like that. Maybe MLW or maybe the Indies or again maybe AEW or Ring of Honor. Who knows? We're gonna start with Lucas.
I think because there are not like a well-known big act, I think the indies will do best for them because build them up, and then you got to let the big companies know who they are, because nobody's gonna know what everyone what they're doing. Like it's like very forgetful. You know what I mean? I think the indies are so they can build each other up. So yeah, that's why.
Jason.
And who's this again? I was playing a game.
Everrise.
Everrise, I don't know much about them. I haven't seen them much on NXT, so if they were to go to another company, I'd say like Impact or AEW.
All right, the next ones I'm gonna go over another tag team. They are formerly managed by one of my favorites on Raw right now, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, and that is Samir and Sunil, the Singh
The
brothers.
Singh
Them,
brothers.
I actually like the Singh brothers. I actually like the Singh brothers to be exact, and exactly like the Bollywood boys. For them, I would see them maybe like going wrestling in like the Indies in like Canada or India to be exact. But maybe like the Indies would be the best thing for them, knowing how like their in-ring work level is. But yeah, but again, I think maybe. But again, I'm just gonna stick with the Indies. So let's start with Jason.
The Singh brothers. So I actually like their partnership with the modern day Maharaja. And I thought they were good on the mic. They worked well with him. And it sucks to see them go, but I see them going back to the indie scenes.
Lucas.
I think they're gonna go like somewhat international, possibly. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe somewhere international and indie, probably. That's my guess.
All right, the next one I'm gonna go over. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, like a few years back, and that is the premier athlete Tony Nese. For
Tony Nese.
He was a decent, he was okay in the ring, but for him though, I think I'm gonna go with their Impact, NWA, or the Indies, or maybe MLW. But
Tony Nese.
but I see more like or maybe not NWA, maybe more like MLW, indie, maybe like an international indie wrestler or maybe Impact for me. But maybe wherever he goes, I wish him the best. Let's start with Lucas.
Huh?
This is on Tony Nese.
Tony Nese. For me, this is tough. I'm gonna say Impact for me. So that's what I'm gonna say. Nothing else to say. I'm gonna say Impact.
Same here. Impact for me too.
Okay, Impact for you too. All right, the next one I'm gonna go over another 205 Live star who's been there forever, and that is the brother of Sean Davari, and that is Arya Davari. For him, go to Impact and reunite with your brother. Let's start with Jason.
I'm saying the same thing. Just have a reunion.
Lucas.
Yeah, I actually Davari was actually like one of the backbones of a 205 Live, and I think that if he wants to fit somewhere, I think somewhere that many like cruiserweight talents, maybe like somewhere in Impact or maybe somewhere in Indies probably. Again, I think Impact though would probably be the best for an indie. We're not with your brother. So yeah.
All right, yeah, I believe the brothers are like 5 years apart. All right, the next talent I'm gonna go over. Don't know too much about the guy. Probably in its August Gray. For him, I see maybe like the Indies, maybe maybe a top promotion in the
I don't know much about them as well, so I'm just gonna skip this, move on, and just say indie scenes.
Lucas.
Indies.
All right, Kurt Stallion. For me, I say maybe Indies. Lucas.
Indies.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, so.
Yeah, indies for me too.
I'm sure the next one will have more on, and that is former competitor from Raw Underground, a man who don't have a reason why he got drafted to Raw in the last draft, Arturo Rojas. For him, maybe like I see maybe like somewhere like internationally in the Indies. For him, the guy was a decent. I don't see him like going to AEW or Impact to be exact. But for him though, maybe somewhere like in the Indies. So Jason, you want to start this?
Who's this again?
Arturo Ruas.
Arturo Ruas. I haven't seen that person in a while. Ever since Raw Underground, so I care less.
Where do you think he'll go?
Independent scenes or another promotion. Impact, AEW, whatever.
Lucas?
For me personally, I think he'll be a great star in the overseas. So I was happy to say somewhere overseas.
Overseas, yeah.
Alright, the next one I'm going to go over is Marina Shafir. For her, I see like...
Marina Shafir?
Yeah, Marina Shafir. For her, I see her maybe going to like Impact or Ring of Honor. I don't know, maybe somewhere like overseas Indies. Oh wait, no. Maybe NWA, Impact, or Ring of Honor. Lucas?
Personally for me, I think that I'm gonna say RH for me.
ROH for me too.
Okay. The next one I'm gonna go over is the man who had a bad run, who had a failed move to the main roster. Ever since getting called up to the main roster, they had an amazing run on NXT, and it just flopped up when he got called up, and good thing he got traded back to NXT, and no more reason he got traded back to NXT, and that is former Sanity member Killian Dane. For me personally, I see him maybe going to like AEW or maybe Impact to reunite with Eric Young, but who knows? Jason.
I say have a reunion with Eric Young on Impact or Ring of Honor.
Y'all stole my idea. I was going to say Impact because maybe reunite Eric Young with Bound by Design because you have like maybe good competitors. Rhino's in there right now. You got Big Cats in there, or Morrissey, they call him now. So get another like monster, and I think that Killian Dane's will represent that. It's like a brother and brother reunite. So that's how I'll say.
All right, the next one I'm going to go over is the other member of. We're going to go back to May here. We're going to go over the other member of Sanity. He's actually had some frustrations backstage. Former member of Sanity and Imperium, Alexander Wolf. For him, it won't be him and Killian both going back to Impact and reuniting with Eric Young. I think it's going to be one or the other. If I had to choose, I would go with Wolf. For Wolf, I would say Impact.
Impact.
For me personally, he was really good, and when he was in England, like the UK. So I'll say someone in the UK.
All right, the next one I'm going to go over is, I haven't really heard much of this one, Skylar's story. I say maybe Wrestling Indies. Jason?
I don't care.
All right, so who?
Skylar's story.
I don't know them.
All right, that's that. I think Ezra Judge, I guess the Indies, don't know too much. And I think this is one that I think we all know here. I think this was a member of the former UFC Horsewoman. I believe I'm right or wrong. We're gonna go over this one. Actually had a good mic work in my opinion, a good talent, and that is Jessamine Duke. Probably.
Jessamine Duke. Okay, I remember her.
I'm gonna probably go with Impact, or maybe NWA.
Impact, NWA, AEW, it's whatever, yeah.
For me, I think, you know what? I'm going to say like MMA, probably. Because,
we'll go back to MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, MMA, yeah.
Step back to your roots, maybe step back to your roots,
I'd say stick to your comfort zone, the one where you were treated right.
Exactly. Because you should have way more with the
WWE pretty much
did nothing. They did nothing with the UFC, and they should have way forward her. The only person that did go was Shannon Baszler. That was it. So it is what it is.
So back to MMA. I'll say.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, the next one I'm gonna go over, a female talent who really wasn't much on television, and that is Vanessa Bourne. For her, I say maybe the Indies or Impact or something else.
Impact.
But
Indies or Impact? Indies or Impact?
damn, Jason, you're agreeing to me to everything, Lucas.
Oh yeah, I am.
Jason, I thought you were married to Josh and not Wyatt.
Shut up.
But I'm gonna say for me, I think that probably Impact would be probably 2 as well. I just see it in my eyes.
All right, the next one I'm gonna go over. You guys may have seen her. She was a part of Superstar Spectacle, if I'm right or wrong. And that is India girl wrestler Kavita Devi. For her, I see her going back to the Indies and probably like India. Probably go back there and maybe wrestle there.
So overseas, that's what I'm gonna say.
I'm just gonna say I'll go to another promotion like overseas or Impact or Indies.
Go somewhere where you'll succeed.
Yeah, somewhere where you'll succeed. And be more comfortable at.
All right, next one I'm gonna go over. Jason, I believe you told me to go over him, and that is the Raw commentator who barely lasted there, and that is Adnan Burke. Him, I see maybe going back to like a sports company, sports broadcasting or something.
Adnan Burke, he only lasted like I believe 6 to 7 episodes of Raw and only 1 pay-per-view. Considering that he is more of a baseball announcer, I say stick with the MLB league, which I'm glad that he chose to stick to, since he has not done so well on Raw. So
yeah, that's what I'll say as well. And I think that MLB or like somewhere with college baseball, somewhere like that.
Yeah, the announcer now is way better.
Exactly, because he knows what he's saying. He knows what he's doing. Jimmy Smith knows what he's doing, and the other guy doesn't know what he's doing. I don't remember.
Yeah, Adnan Burke.
All right, the last one I'm going to go over is someone who's actually been in WWE forever, and that is former Raw commentator, Jason's favorite, Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips.
Maybe going to sports broadcasting, maybe like doing like managing for sports, and maybe like do commentating for sports. But I don't see him going back to the wrestling business, in my honest opinion. But Lucas, I'm gonna start with you. Jason, you can go last.
All right.
Lucas.
All right, for me, oh man, you know what? I think he's a work star in ESPN. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, ESPN. That's what I was gonna say. Mr. Bates.
Yeah. So for Tom Phillips, I think it's stupid he got let go because he knows what he's doing. He knows how to call the sport. And I see him going to ESPN, like somewhere in the sports leagues, like not really AEW as much. But it'll be cool if he can become the announcer of the new AEW show Rampage. Working with Mark Henry there.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that ends it for today's episode. Glad you all got to hang out and check out all of our thoughts and where everyone who got released over the past couple months, where they're gonna go for their future and all. Please give everyone a follow on their socials, subscribe to this channel, do everything you can, and if you're part of the wrestling business, please don't talk about releasing people because you're part of the business. But right now, I'm gonna start off with Lucas. Lucas, do your outro.
All right, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you guys for my welcome back episode for the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. I was out for one episode, you got 2 episodes to 1. I can't remember. Yeah. But
we all need a vacation nowadays.
Yeah, vacation and everything. So
it's summer.
Glad to be back and everything. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Follow my socials. Keep up with me, I guess, and I'll pass it to somebody. So.
All right, thanks for watching this episode where we had a look at the releases here on Crash and Burn. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe to here and the Moshcast.
Yes, Jason, end it off.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for our next episode. What's the episode?
The next episode will be the Great American Bash 2004 review.
And the reason why we chose that and agreed on that because it's the 4th of July weekend.
America, fuck yeah!
Fireworks!
Yes, anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you then.
See you,
Bye-bye.
American.
Crush and burn!